Hi, my name is Roetgerman and I'm the founder of One Athletics. Today I want to share a little bit of the story with you and how I got started. So Minster, Ohio, I would describe as a bubble of people that are all the same type, the same mindset and same faith. And going into college, that completely changes. There's a lot of melting pot of different people and it's hard not to fall into the comparison game of seeing a smaller person that's built a little bit differently, that has different mindset and different ideas, and not get lost and question who you are. So I guess I found myself in this world of a lot of people that were different, and I focused in on myself a lot and yourself, and you forget to see the beauty in the world, how it really is. You just notice all the little problems that are wrong with yourself, and that led into a disconnection also with God, and I didn't see what He saw of me, and it was hard to truly hear Him when I was washed up in all of my own insecurities and doubts. I guess I would go to church extra because that was my thing. I would work out harder, do more schoolwork, go to church longer, hoping to find that answer, and it was really frustrating when I didn't. I guess it was about a 2-month period where I would run to the cemetery and still not hear God, but continue to offer up all the struggles and doubts, because it was like a type of therapy that I felt was actually effective. I would feel definitely refreshed, and it was a feeling that I kept wanting to receive, so I kept doing it until I got discouraged again and didn't hear God, and I wanted to hear Him now. So that day started of me working at a desk job that I didn't feel comfortable with, but after that I knew I could release all that negativity and run to the cemetery. So I'd lace up my shoes and start running and just dumping everything out. That day was a specific day of feeling at rock bottom, that I needed to get rid of this once and for all, and truly I was determined to find out what I needed to do that day for the rest of my life. I fully believe that every rock bottom is the answer of something so much better. That run that day felt different because I didn't feel pain when I was running there. I was just running with my head so zoned into getting there and releasing everything that I had to offer up that day, because it was just a ball of everything that I had been keeping inside. And started talking to my grandpa and then made my way over to Austin. That day I finally got my answer. I feel like it was directly from God, because I felt a little pressure on my heart, and I was completely zoned out until it was so focused on this thought of a Christian athletic clothing line. And from there it just made so much sense that I could fully fuel every passion I had into something that could be worldwide. It was the quickest change in emotion I've ever experienced, from the lowest of lows to the highest of highs in literally a second. I always say being in a cemetery, fully surrounded by death but never feeling so alive. The run back was probably the best run I will ever go on. Yeah. It was all these ideas just started to flood in. It's just so awesome. It's something that I want everybody to be able to feel. Because I had heard of people getting their calls and answers, and I wanted it so bad. And to finally get it was just the greatest thing ever. There's no promise to it, but it just felt so right. And then after that, coming back and not having the full support, or oh, retail, you're never gonna make it there, but being able to still follow it now and trust is the key. The name was a struggle. I did many Google searches for Christian words, phrases, looking for something to stand out to me, and nothing really stood out until I came across Revelation 1:8, which I think describes my whole journey of finding Almighty One Athletics. The verse talks about God being the beginning and ending, the Alpha and Omega, who is, who was, and who is to come. the Almighty, and Almighty really stood out to me because that's the representation of Almighty One, God, and the who is, who was, who is to come represented my struggle, who I was, and which led into who I am now, being purpose-driven and passion-driven by God, and all of that forms together some sort of piece of what is to come and how the Almighty One will lead me through life. So one of my mission statements is offer it up, which directly goes back to how I did feel in the worst times. I had all this doubt, like insecurity, worry, anxiety, struggle, and all of that. When I did offer it up, I felt a lot better, and it was just a release, and I was just filled with peace from there. My goal is to make an impact in as many people's lives as possible and show them that there is something greater and that they can truly find themselves when they find who they are in God. When people wear Almighty One apparel, I want them to feel a sense of security, even if they are insecure on the inside and don't know who they are, don't feel comfortable in their clothes. It's a reminder looking in the mirror and showing other people how beautiful they are and that God actually has a full purpose for them and sees them in a way that nobody else can see them. I try to find the soft materials to literally make people feel as comfortable as possible, whether that's in a t-shirt, leggings, sweatshirts, long sleeves, hats if they have a bad hair day or they're looking for. I'm trying to provide and continue to expand what I have to offer. So Almighty Athlete, if you're interested in joining our team, feel free to go to the website to purchase some apparel at www.almightyoneathletics.com or simply follow us on our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages at Almighty One Athletics.